What is up, my dudes? This is BarenBrug, and you're tuning into another episode of my lawn. Now, today was a cool day. We went shopping to take care of the Poa Annua Kill. I mean, this stuff is done, guys. I mean, the last video you saw, and then today happened, and I went outside, and it was brown, like dead brown. Like I could pull the grass out, like it was done. So we gotta pick up some goodies from the store. Now there is a shortage everywhere in Washington for peat moss, and I know one place that always carries peat moss and they work their hardest to restock. It's Home Depot. So we're just gonna go straight to the big dudes, pick up our supplies, one-stop shop. We gotta get some soil, we gotta get some peat moss, and that's it, because I have everything else. So, this was the little journey. You can check out what was going on. We had to pick up some Star Bizzles.
Can I get started for you?
Hi, can I get a venti iced espresso triple with 4 pumps raspberry, 4 pumps white chocolate, and soy milk to the top, shaken, please?
Okay, what else for you?
Do you guys have the Impossible breakfast sandwich?
We do, yeah.
I'll take one.
Okay, what else for you?
That's it.
Perfect. We'll see you open the window.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, this is that plant-based sandwich. Delicious. You know, I had to fuel myself because I knew I was gonna freaking work all day after I pick up all these goodies. Surprisingly, the store looks stocked right now. Like there's a bunch of product in stock. A couple weeks ago, we were on a shortage. It was crazy, but now it's good. So I think they prepared. I appreciate them for that. It's just one-stop shop. Just gotta grab my stuff and get out. Originally, I wanted to just cover the bare spots and then keep the lawn as is because it's looking pretty good. But then I got to thinking like, yo, I want it to like match. I don't want like random grass, it's just gonna look ugly. So might as well just make the whole front main lawn and the sidewalk strips look ugly too. And it'll grow back in like 6 weeks anyways. And this time we're gonna overseed and we're gonna wait the full I wanted to say 6 weeks. We're gonna wait a full 4 weeks before the mow. Okay? 4 weeks. And then we'll mow, because last overseed, just a couple weeks ago, we waited 2 weeks. I couldn't wait any longer. I waited 15 days and I had to mow something. But this time we're gonna wait 4 weeks. We're gonna let this stuff thrive. It's gonna be awesome. As promised, I told you guys I would show you my new tool, and that's what we're gonna use to scalp the lawn. Oh yeah, SunJoe Cordless Reel Mower. Yeah, battery operated. I told you, this thing is rare. Go try to buy one right now, unless they restocked it. But I'm pretty sure they're sold out everywhere because I just looked. This thing, epic. Now, I did do like how to put it together type thing. I'll save that for the real review of it. But I just wanted to show you guys, like, it's a cool piece of equipment and it's like sturdy. It is pretty sturdy, and the cut isn't bad. Like, check this out. This is the first time, I think, in the history of BarenBrug that we have actual stripes from the roller that's on the back of the SunJoe. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that in this lawn. And it's exciting. Like, this thing is super, super sick. And it's unfortunate that the Poa Annua is in the way, but we're gonna use this again once the grass grows back and it's all full and lush, and I want to see some actual striping. It's gonna be so sick. Like, we got a tease today, but just stay tuned. If you guys been tuning in, you know my process. It's super simple. I have different ways to do different processes. Now, we did do a light spring overseed, and I didn't want to do anything like this. Like, this is a pretty big job. I mean, it's good. It's a good amount of work. So, but it's the best results I've ever had every time I do it this way. This is the best way to overseed your stuff, okay? So obviously the first thing you gotta do is you gotta mow it all the way down. I did have a comment a while back. Why are you telling people to cut so low, like you're stressing the grass out so much? Yeah, guess what? You're stressing the grass out anyways. You're gonna mow low, you're gonna dethatch, you're gonna freaking rake it, you're gonna do all these things, and it is stressed, but it's all good. You know why? Because in 4 to 6 weeks, you're gonna have this lush lawn, and it's gonna be bomb. So don't worry about that stress stuff. Like, this is the way I do it, and it always works well. First step, mow low. I did bust out the Works Revolution just to edges a little bit. The next step I did was busted out the SunJoe Dethatcher. Yes, SunJoe number 2. I love it. So, this is unorthodox. Like I told you, I have never seen a YouTube dude just, do this method. And for me, it worked with the crabgrass last year. So, dethatching just the area and really messing them up. Like, getting in there, exposing the dirt, because we're going to oversoil anyway, so it's all good. Mess them up. Go front and back, side to side, diagonal. Just go all different ways and make sure that it's like gone, right? Make it happen. Okay, during the process, it's typical just to have a mess everywhere, right? So, but I'm gonna clean up a little bit of the debris. You have to clean up the debris always. Like, you have to keep it tidy for the next step, which is aeration. And I know we already aerated, but again, like I said, I aerate a ton. I'm like Captain Aeration. So, bussing out the Amic Roll Aerator. Oh yeah, it's my most popular review ever. It has like 47,000 views. Thank you guys so much. That's crazy. Like, this little channel with a video of 47,000, that's huge. I love you guys. So, next step I did is aerate. Making it happen. Poking some holes. It's gonna be awesome. Some of y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but the next step is more tenacity. Oh yeah, well, here's the thing. It's been over 4 weeks since we did tenacity the last time, with the overseed. So, I'm sorry, we didn't do tenacity. We did the freaking Scott's starter fertilizer with the crabgrass preventer. Oh, cool. We good. So, the next step is tenacity. Oh yeah, get in there, half teaspoon per gallon with 1.5 teaspoons of surfactant. So it sticks there, right? Put in a gallon sprayer, go to town, one pass only, don't do multiple, just one pass. So today was just like a chill day, like, kind of enjoy the process and really I took my time this time. Like, a lot of the other overseed videos, I was like rushing, because it was, either too late or it was gonna rain, it was just, there was always something. But today was like a gorgeous day just to do this and just chill and enjoy the process. Like, I literally took my time. It's so fun. I don't think you understand. I love the process and I love just the result. I like that stuff. I like before and afters. That's my thing. Like, I love before and afters. So, this process was fun to me. So, the next step is the soil, laying it down. So what I did was I just, put soil where I was gonna divide everything and then just start laying down the soil. And we busted out the Golf Rake. Man, I haven't seen this thing since last season. Like, because the semi-spring overseed that we just did a month ago, we didn't even use the Golf Rake. We didn't use any soil. We didn't do topsoil. So right now we're gonna do some topsoil. It's not really leveling, or else I would have bought more soil. I just bought 5 bags, and this stuff does have starter fertilizer in it as well from Scott's. It's one of my favorites. I like it. I like this stuff. It's like the most convenient. It's super affordable and it works. So why not use it? There was some cheap brand. It just said, topsoil. I was like, nah, we're gonna go with Scott's because I love the Scott's. So Yep, golf rake it all in. I'm just golf raking it over the spots. So I'm putting the soil on the spots first and then focusing on that area. And then I'll hit up, just random little spots that I know that need some soil because it's looking a little brown. So every time it's looking a little brown, I bust out some soil and it always fixes the problem. So the key to leveling with this golf rake, I mean, we're not really leveling, but you want to make sure that it just glides across. Now, if you're getting, stuck somewhere, yeah, you might want to put some more soil down to level it out. But man, we leveled this guy like twice last year. So it's still, like I said, it's a little bumpy here and there, but not that much topsoil. And going with the golf rake, it's kind of level right now. Super excited about that. Also, originally I was just going to plant the BarenBrug, just that kind of mix, the landscaper mix. But you know what? I have 3 bags of the, BarenBrug Turf Blue Pro. So why not just bust a bag out? And I look in the bag and these seeds are tiny, it's like Kentucky Blue. So what's it gonna hurt if we add a little Kentucky Blue to the front main area? Why not? It also has this like yellow, it's called like a yellow jacket coating, so it's yellow seed. And so what I'm doing is I'm mixing the BarenBrug landscaper mix with the BarenBrug Turf Blue Pro and just mixing it together, and we're gonna put down some seed. So I kind of go heavy because every time, like I said in previous videos, I kind of go heavy on the overseeding because after 4 weeks, I'm always like, oh, I should have just put more down. Because then you have to wait longer, you have to put more seed down. I'm done with doing that. So I'm gonna put a nice layer. I'm obviously giving it space in between each other. You don't want to freaking just clumps, because that's the worst. Like, you'll have to fix that later, and that's just like fixing this again. So don't clump it up, but definitely put some down. And then after you do that, make sure you rake, just so you get that good seed to soil contact. Rake it through, like you're seeing me right now, just a light rake, even with the areas that I'm not putting soil down, just to match the the sidewalk strips and then the main lawn, just so it's kind of matchy. Just rake it in. For even better seed to soil contact, we're busting out the roller tool. I love this thing. Like, it's kind of like you just have to use it. Like, if you can buy one of these and just store it, I mean, it's a pretty big piece of equipment, but if you can buy it and store it, do it, because you're gonna use it. Like, it's awesome. I love this thing. I also learned over the winter, I totally forgot to drain this thing, and it created a flat spot because I don't know if the plastic and the water and whatever gases, it was just like sucking in the plastic of the roller. And then I released the plastic, and then I haven't used this roller since the last overseed, which was like a month ago. And once I released that gas, that pressure of it, it went back to its normal state. Like, the shape is there again. Thank gosh. So it works good now, but I'm gonna refill it up and I'm gonna empty it again. I know it's a complete waste of freaking water, but we gotta do it. The roller tool is very necessary for the seed to soil contact. It also helps even everything out. Like, going over it right now, I can't wait to mow because it's gonna be so level. Like, so excited. The next step that I'm doing is the peat moss. So the last overseed, I'm not too sure if the grass got thicker because of the starter fertilizer, or if it's the actual grass that grew, because I saw a bunch of birds eating the seed. And I'm thinking to myself, dang, I just wasted a hell of money and hell of time because the hardware stores were out of peat moss, because I peat moss every time I seed. There was no peat moss, so I couldn't do it. So this time I got my favorite peat moss. It's just like grow organic stuff. I just keep that on deck. We're not using that today. We're using this new sunshine peat moss. It's a nice peat moss. It's not too dry. What's the word? It's super fine, right? It's nice. The other bag that we had before was kind of like brittle and rough, but this one's cool. It just goes over for this whole section, the main yard, the side patches, the little side neighbor patches, plus the sidewalk strips. I used one bag, but it would have been nice to have a little, maybe half an extra bag just to cover more areas, but at the same time, it's all good. It worked out pretty well. You know, when I was doing this and people were just walking by, like the neighbors I don't know, like I'm thinking they think that I'm just a nutcase. Like, they're probably thinking, why the hell does this guy have all these tools and he's always recording stuff? Like, this guy's a nutcase, and why is he always fixing his grass? Like, they probably think I'm crazy, but anyways. All right, my dudes. Well, that was the second overseed of the season because of the Poa Annua no Mower. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys. And this was a longer video because there was a lot of stuff today. I mean, I'm not gonna just keep it too short. You know, there's a lot of eventful, fun things happening, and I'm very excited that peat moss was in stock, because I probably would have waited to make this video if the peat moss wasn't there. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Ta crece. Don't think that just because I have to wait 4 weeks to mow that there's no content. Did you not forget I overseeded the backyard? Oh yeah. We're going to the backyard tomorrow. Ta crece.